Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and another What We Eat in a Week video. I am Ree from mummyof4.com. If you're new here, welcome. I would love you to stick around and subscribe. I do lots of these What We Eat videos as well as hauls, speed cleans, vlogs, all that kind of thing. I hope you'll love it. We're starting with a Monday and let's have a look at what we're going to make. Can you guess what we're having? It's a super easy, basic tea for our family of 6, by the way. Yes, I have 4 children, and if you're watching this in the future, I'm coming to you from lockdown in January 2021. Anyway, yes, you've guessed it. I'm sure you have guessed it. We are having jacket potatoes. So I started by just poking some holes in them, and I always start them off in the microwave so they don't take forever. I end up softening them up for a little while in the microwave. The more jacket potatoes you put in, the longer you've got to kind of put them in the microwave. I tend to put them in for a certain amount of time, then take them out, turn them around and put them back in. So I am chopping up some salad. A little while ago I started the habit of putting salad on the table for pretty much every meal that we have. I mean, obviously there are a few meals that do not lend themselves to salad. You can't have salad on the side of a Sunday dinner or something. But any meal you can get away with it, I'm popping some salad in a bowl on the table. And I am finding that my family is actually eating a lot more salad now, including my young children. My youngest is still 3 and she actually will eat salad bits now that she wouldn't eat before, just because it's there, just because it's been kind of offered to her more. They're more likely to pick at it. They're especially more likely to pick at it while they're waiting for their food. So I often put the salad on the table before the food's there. I've actually cut up 2 sort of portions worth, and I've put one in the fridge for tomorrow. I'm keeping it a pretty basic tea while I'm cooking. Bella is having her Zoom karate class because yes, in lockdown, that's how they do their extracurricular activities. So she's doing that while I'm cooking. Now I use the little like surface protector things, like rubber mats, for whenever I'm putting anything hot onto the granite, because it's not even granite, is it? What's it called? It's quartz. We've got quartz worktops and I'm just worried about heat damaging them. So I will link those mats below. I find them really helpful. So we're having baked beans. We're keeping it really, really simple tonight. We're having baked beans and jacket potatoes with grated cheese and salad. Now, this is my point. This is my 3-year-old who never used to eat any salad at all. And she's like, Mummy, because she'd seen her cook up some salad. While Bella's doing her karate, can I have some peppers? Can I have some of this? Can I have some of that? And she is picking at the salad while I'm cooking. And she wouldn't have done that if I hadn't chopped it up and made it available to her. So I'm going to do the beans in a pan on the hob. If I was doing less beans, I might bung them in the microwave. But as I'm doing quite a lot of beans for our large family, I'm just bunging them in the hob. This drawer needs a little bit of it reorganised, doesn't it? So I will need to tidy that up, because I'll tackle that in an upcoming speed cleaning video. Right now I'm going to grate some cheese with my little cheese grater box thingy. I will link this below as well. It's so handy. It's actually got a lid on it. Then you take the grated bit off and you put the lid on. You can put the cheese back in the fridge if there's any left. So I'm taking the potatoes out, turning them around and bunging them back in for another few minutes in the microwave. So one of my boxes of salad, because I've chopped up loads and loads of salad, is going in the fridge for tomorrow, and I've got loads of cheese done. I've got cheese to go on the jacket potatoes, and then the rest of the block of cheese, which I grated, is going in the fridge for another day. I like to do things while I've kind of got all the things out, while everything's dirty already. You may as well do a bit extra. I'm going to spray the top of the jacket potatoes with some of this oil spray, and then because the jacket potatoes are already in like a glass, I can't even think what it's called, a glass dish, a glass cooking dish, can't think of the word, people. I've just bunged them straight into the oven in that glass dish thingy that they were in the microwave in already. Bella's still doing her karate there, bless her, she's doing really well. You can see the table's pushed out of the way, so I'll have to put that all back together before dinner. And yes, Zara is still picking up my salad, helping me cook by eating the salad. Anyway, if you want to come to my channel for like really official cooking terms, you're probably in the wrong place. But if you want kind of realistic how I feed my family and me saying things like glass dish thingy because I don't know the proper terms, then maybe you are in the right place. Now I'm going to lay the table now that Bella's finished her karate lesson, give it a little wipe over. I always have to wipe it before I eat because the children do lots of art and drawing and things on the table. This plastic table protectant thingy. I get asked about loads and loads and loads as well. I will link that below. It's fab because it still looks like a nice table, but it's protected. I quite fancied a glass top originally, but my husband pointed out that the children would probably A, smash it, and B, there would be like muck going underneath it, like happens on my dressing table. By the way, that was a jug of squash. We have 2 of those jugs, they live in the fridge, and that's how we manage to keep everyone hydrated at meal times. In between meal times, the children drink water, and they have like sports bottles or whatever, but at meal times we use those jugs of squash. Anyway, jacket potatoes coming out of the oven now, just being dished up. Now, to save arguments, my family always sit in the same seats at the dinner table every time. It just saves fussing and arguing. So when I'm dishing up the food, because we are now at a stage in our family lives where luckily most of the family will eat a pretty similar meal every time. Now, once upon a time this was not the case. Once upon a time I was cooking all different meals all the time, and if you want me to talk about that in future videos, how we got from where we were then to where we are now, then that's another chat for another time. But what I do now is everyone has a similar meal, but obviously different amounts for different family members, maybe slight variations. So I dish them up in the order in which they sit. So when I'm dishing up the food on the centre island thingy, I dish them up in the order what they sit, so I know whose food is whose, if that makes sense. So now I'm just chopping through Zara's. She's far more likely to eat it. It's kind of a little bit mashed up and ready. I like a bit of salt and pepper. I don't add salt and pepper in the cooking. I add it generally at the table, so it's not too, well, the salt especially. I sometimes add pepper in cooking, but I don't add salt when I'm cooking. I sort of have that on my plate so I don't give it to the children. And then for dessert, the children are having Peppa Pig fromage frais, which they really like. I actually can't stand yogurt. I don't mention that to my children because they like it, but really not a fan. Now we're having something very exciting. We're having a few little mini eggs. It's January, miles off from Easter, but January means mini eggs. And now look at their face. I know. I'm just excited as you, Bells. I'm just as excited as you. So have you had any mini eggs yet? Let me know. But my husband, look, pretty chuffed with the mini eggs. Are you going to share there, dear? Are you going to put some in the bowl? Yes, he is actually going to share. And then everyone can actually have a couple each. Now, how do you eat mini eggs? Are you a fan of them? Let me know. Now, we've got this little basket of vitamins. We do this after every meal. This is what we eat in a week. So I'm just going to show you once because it would get very boring because we do this every night. So the children, the little ones, have these softy vitamins, which are age 3 to 12, I think. Then we started doing these children's vitamin D chewable vitamins because there's advice going around about vitamin D helping protect against all sorts of various things. I thought, you know what, where's the harm? So we're taking those, they're chewy, they taste like sweets. My teenager has these multivitamins, and then my husband and myself have these adult vitamins, which are very, very sophisticated and are shaped like teddy bears. So that's that. That's what we had on Monday night. Now we're on to Tuesday, turning on the oven, and let's see what we're going to have today. Now Zara is obviously cooking as well. She's cooking in her little toy kitchen, which is right next to my kitchen. Look how helpful she is. She's making mostly cake and what looks like salami or tomato or something. Yummy. We, however, are having Nando's takeaway. Now, obviously we can't go to Nando's because we're in lockdown. Nando's takeaway it is. So we've got the lemon and herb option for a couple of family members, the medium option, which is too hot for me, that's for my husband and my eldest son, peri-peri fries, a bit of Mexican rice, yummy, yummy, yummy. The salad, I chopped that up yesterday. The girlies, because they're only little, they don't like any of the spice at all, so they're just going to have chicken nuggets with it, because that's easier. So I'm going to start by getting some of the chicken ready. It comes in these bags and you just pop it in, just in like strips. It says to put them in whole lumps, but I find if you put it in strips, then obviously more of the coating goes on more of the chicken. So I just find it's better if it's cut into smaller pieces already. And then you put the spice in and you shake it. I'm writing L on one bag, so I know that is the lemon one and not the hot one, otherwise I cannot remember which is which. You shake them about a bit and then you put them in the oven. It's all the instructions on the box. It's very, very straightforward. Putting the peri-peri fries on and also popping some of those chicken nuggets onto a little baking tray as well. And then doing a little wipe up actually while everything is kind of ready to go in the oven because the oven is still heating up. I used to make the mistake anyway of not waiting for the oven to heat up enough. And I'm trying to be a bit more patient and actually let it heat up now. just laying up the table while I'm waiting and then dishing out the plates. So like I said, I always dish up the food in the order that everyone sits at the table. Just opening the oven, flipping things around a bit. I love this oven, by the way. If you saw our kitchen tour or buying our kitchen, or all the times I've talked about the kitchen, because obviously we've done a whole house renovation. So go and check out that content after you've seen this video if you haven't seen it. But I love the hide and slide, it's called, of the oven. Anyway, back to actual food. The rice is literally a couple of minutes in the microwave job. It's so easy and it's really yummy. So I pop that in a bowl ready to dish out. We've got peri-peri fries. As you can see, the two girls sit in the middle, so they've got the chicken nuggets. And then myself and my husband are like the far right of the screen, that's our plate. And then my two boys are the plates on the far left of the screen because they sit furthest away down the other end of the table. So my husband and my eldest son are having the medium chicken. William, who is my second child and second son of the four of them, he is having lemon chicken with me, and then the girls are just having just the chicken nuggets with barely any flavour at all. You can see their plates are a lot smaller, and we've got salad on the table that everyone can add to their plates too. I like to have a little bit of salad with everything, just helps to add in a little bit of veggies and things. And then we've already got these Nando's sauces. They were kept in the fridge because they were already open. Everyone's finished their food. We are having some chopped up pink lady apple for dessert, which I love. Pink lady apples, you can't go wrong with them. They always are really, really sweet and juicy. And there's one type of apple that I guarantee my family will always enjoy. So that's dinner out the way, and William has now got his karate. That was why we had to eat sort of quite early on a Tuesday at the moment because it's Zoom karate at 6. So we have to eat and be all sorted and cleared away, ready for karate on a Tuesday night. So that's our Tuesday evening all sorted. On to Wednesday now, and we are having pizzas, homemade pizzas. So with our homemade pizzas, we're having a bit of salad as well, which I'm preparing while the oven is heating up. So I'm sorting out some peppers. I don't tend to put the peppers on the pizzas. I would like pepper on my pizza maybe, but I'm the only one, so I just pop it all in the salad. So again, I'm doing two boxes, well one bowl, one box then. A bowl of salad for the table, and then a box of salad for the fridge for tomorrow. So we've got lettuce, just from a bag of salad that I bought, with other bits in there too. Peppers, cucumber, I think I've got some tomatoes to throw in as well. Now I'm using the chopping board to chop up the bits and pieces to go on the toppings for the pizza. So we've got some ham, some pineapple, and pineapple on pizza. I've talked about pineapple on pizza before in a lot of my grocery hauls, and lots of grocery hauls. And it's a really controversial topic, guys. People have very strong opinions about pineapple on pizza. Some people are like, I could not eat a pineapple, not a pineapple. I could not eat a pizza without pineapple. So that's my husband, he's in that camp. And then there's other people that are like, that is disgusting. I'm now chopping up some olives, by the way, because Zara is one of the ones that has olives on her pizza. Then I'm chopping them into quarters, the same way I would grapes, down the middle, so she doesn't choke on them. Anyway, pineapple on pizza. I might be the only person, maybe on the whole planet, who will take it or leave it. Everyone else is very polarised by the pineapple on pizza argument. Anyway, Zara and myself also like mushrooms on pizza, but I just keep a bag of frozen mushrooms in the freezer because they're all the mushrooms that we need. Just literally a tiny little handful, and just defrost them, tiny little handful to go on her pizza and my pizza. Now I'm chopping up some strawberries for dessert, and some of them are going in a box in the fridge. I don't batch cook on the weekends or anything, but what I tend to do is while I've got things out and kind of dirtied anyway, I chop up more than I need at the time. So some for now and some for later while I've got stuff out anyway. It just seems to make sense. So I've got all my toppings all chopped and prepped, and now we are getting out the bases. Now the bases I use for the pizzas, and this works so well, are these wraps. Pizzas come out beautifully every time. I'm using pre-done pizza sauce because it's easy, and why not, quite frankly, between working full-time and homeschooling full-time and mothering full-time, 3 full-time jobs. And if I have to use shop-bought pizza sauce in order to fit in with my family, then so be it. So this is one prime example of where, with all the family members having different Same food but different types, so everyone has a slight variation on what they want in the pizza. Some of them want ham and pineapple. Oh, I'm checking in garlic, yes, by the way. So ham and pineapple. Zara wanted olive, pineapple and mushroom. I'm going to have some chorizo and mushroom, and am I going to have maybe some ham as well? But I do the girlies' pizzas first because, quite frankly, small children like their food teetering on cold, don't they? Bella's is chorizo and ham. She didn't want pineapple. So then I do the boys' pizzas and they eat those, and then I will put my husband's and myself in my pizza in last. And then we will eat those and just try not to burn our faces when we eat them, because we have to be trusted as adults to allow the cheese to cool without burning our faces. I mean, hands up if you've ever burnt your face on a pizza. My hand is raised right now. Anyway, here are the pizzas. I also do some spare ones because then, they're not like massive meals because they are on thin bases. So I generally do 2 spare ham and pineapple pizzas because they're the most popular flavour, and if anyone's still hungry, they can have some of those, as well as a little bit of garlic bread, and obviously, yes, on the table we have got salad too. So I'm just getting the last of the pizzas out, chopping them up and plonking them on plates to take onto the table. There you go, that's my pizza. Yummy. What do you like for toppings on your pizzas? Let me know in the comments. So that's our Wednesday main meal: salad, garlic bread, and all different toppings of pizzas. And then for dessert, some strawberries. We do love strawberries in this house. And now, as a special bonus dessert, mini egg cakes. Yes, in January, Easter is once again upon us. These are actually delicious. Have you tried them? I know a lot of you commented on them in my recent grocery haul. Thursday, we are going to have sweet and sour chicken. Now, we've got sweet and sour sauce. This was a substitution. I didn't order these. I do order frozen veg, but these are kind of already in these pre-bagged things, microwaves. We'll try those. It's not what I normally do, but we'll give it a go. So we've got rice, we've got noodles, we've got some chips as well. These skinny chips, because I just find they cook really well. Let's give it a go. Let's make some sweet and sour chicken. So chips onto a tray and into my hide and slide oven. See, that's what I was talking about, the hide and slide thingy. It means you don't trip over the oven door when it's open. I kind of love it. I mean, small things make me happy. That makes me happy. So I'm using the Fry Light spray again. It's only 1 calorie per spray. I don't know. I just find it makes things not too oily, as opposed to being really concerned about calories. So I'm doing the chicken around the pan. They're already in like strips, and then I just kind of pack them up a little bit with the wooden spoon thing. What? See, I told you this is not like a cooking channel. People are always asking me to do these what I eat videos, but I'm really no Delia Smith, Jamie Oliver. I don't know the proper terms for things. I just know this is how I feed my family. So if that makes sense to you, if you're not super chefy, then maybe you will enjoy these videos. If you are, you're probably like, what is this woman? And why doesn't she know what that wooden spoon thingy is called? Spatula, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, sweet and sour chicken, sauce. And I just want to show you, this is what I normally use. To do the veg, I would normally use the steamer on top of the hob, and I'd normally shove the veg in there and just do it on that. But I'm not doing that today because I need to use these funny bag things. So, rice, just going to chuck some of that into the pan. I do have a microwave rice steamer cooker thing as well, but sometimes I do it in the pan, sometimes I do it in the microwave. Today I'm doing it in the pan. So we're going to chuck the noodles into the other pan. They don't take quite as long as the rice, they're going in after the rice. And then finally we're going to stick in the veggie things into the microwave. They're just in these fun little bags. Maybe if you've just got a smaller family or just want to sort of throw some veg in as an afterthought, maybe they'd be good. I don't know, but quite frankly, I think it's probably just as easy to shove the veg into the steamer thing on the hob as use those. I mean, they came out fine, but yeah, I don't know if it's worth buying those with the extra packaging and things. I only had them because they were a substitution. Anyway. Dishing out the food now. Everyone has a similar meal. It's not like the pizzas, which everyone was quite different. Everyone's pretty much eating the same stuff here. but in different quantities. So obviously my husband and my teenage son eat like a fair amount, and then I eat a bit less, and then William eats a bit less than that, and then the girls kind of pick like little birds. But and that's why it's important for which plate is in which position. Before we did that, it was always like, who's this, especially if I've got my husband or someone helping me dish up. So I'm snipping open these bags of the veg and dishing out a little bit of veg onto each plate. I do try and make sure that my family are having some form of fruit and veg at every meal. Hopefully, in some instances, they're having several portions of fruit and veg at each meal. I just think it's, important as possible so they can have a balanced diet, and then obviously they're having other bits as well. Like for example, we're having corn crackers with the sweet and sour. That's not super healthy, but they're also having veg, and they're having all their kind of sweets and treats and things at their meals as well. Look, that's another trick. We call broccoli trolls or baby trees, but trolls work really well. We say, look, you're naughty Bergen's eating your trolls. Just a quick way we managed to get them to eat broccoli. And then the little ones are having some yogurts for dessert onto Fajita Friday. So yes, we're having fajitas, funnily enough, on Fajita Friday. We don't always have fajitas on Friday, but we are today. So we've got some more chicken, we've got onion, we've got the fajita spice, some peppers, and then obviously we're going to use the Fry Light spray again, some refried beans, which are rather yummy as sort of like an addition to the fajitas, some tortilla wraps and some salted tortillas. I'm also using some cheese, which I haven't got out yet, that's still in the fridge. Okay, let's get my trusty pan out, which is really good actually. I will link below. Now we're going to use the Fry Light. Do you use fry spray like this, or do you use just like normal oil that you pour? Sometimes I use the normal pouring oil, but I also find that's messier. So chicken, I'm going to get that in and whiz around the pan, brown that off, and then I'm going to chop up the onions. Now normally I would chop up the onions and the peppers first, and then put that stuff in a bowl and then chop the chicken last, so that I wouldn't have to use two sets. Otherwise you've contaminated the chopping bowl with the chicken. You'd have to have a clean one for the peppers and things. But as it happens, the chicken I got today is already kind of chopped into strips. So I didn't need to chop up chicken, which means I don't need to get chicken juice and gunge all over my hands, which is quite nice. So I will admit I do prefer chicken that's already chopped for that reason, because it's easier, but I just buy whichever chicken is cheaper by the kilo at the time. As it happens, in this instance, this chicken was cheaper by the kilo. So the chicken is kind of slightly browned, and now I'm just going to brown the onions and the peppers, whiz it around the pan, whiz. Filling with this really this quick, eh? And then I use about half a packet of the fajita spice stuff, and I put a clip on the rest of it because I find if I use the whole pack, it's a bit overpowering for the girls and I don't like it because it's too spicy. Now to grate some more cheese, because all the cheese that was already grated in the fridge we've gone through this week, and I'm doing 2 bowls of tortillas, and I'm just going to pop the cheese covered tortillas, and we'll melt that in the microwave in a moment. But first I'm going to grate the rest of this block of cheese, and then I will be able to, while I've got this box out already, put a box of grated cheese into, oh no, actually it's not going into the, it's not in the fridge at all, I'm lying. That's going onto the table because we're using it in the fajitas. So yes, that's why I need the rest of the grated cheese. So first I'm going to heat up the refried beans in the microwave, and then we're going to heat the wraps, just go in for like 30 seconds to take the chill off them. And then we've got all of the fajita stuff ready to go onto the table. So we've got salad going on the table, a little bit of that. We've got the refried beans. We've got some salsa, which is rather yummy. That was already in our fridge. Some guacamole, which that was already in the fridge as well. We open it and then pop the rest in the fridge. Then we've got some wraps, which I'm going to do that craze. I'm going to try out the craze. Have you seen the craze on, I'm not actually on TikTok, but I've seen the TikTok on Instagram. Do you know what I mean about the wrap, the way the wraps go in the wrap craze? I'm going to show you now. If you don't know what I'm on about, I shall show you in a second. Now we're going to get the nachos and melt the cheese in the microwave. And if I hadn't taken the audio off this bit, you would have heard my husband making fun of me going, I can't believe you're showing people how you melt cheese in the microwave. And so, well, I am, so there. Anyway, this is the thing I'm talking about. The wrap craze with quarters. Have you seen this and have you tried it? So you put stuff in each quarter and then you just fold it round like that. And then all the stuff doesn't fall out. Now obviously the only way to test this is to actually hand it to a toddler and to see if the stuff does in fact fall out or if it works. And actually, look, hold it underneath there, Zaza. That's it. See, you've got it. It works. It's genius. Whoever made it up, I'm not sure who. I'm not taking credit for this. I mean, I'd love to. I'd like to be like, yeah, I totally made this up myself. I did not. It's a craze already. But how cool was that? And also, why did I never think of it before? I mean, a lot of these things are like, wow, it's so simple, and that's why it's so genius. So you put the things, I'm actually putting things in 3 of the quarters. I'm not sure if you're supposed to put them in 3 or 4, but I'm putting them in 3, and that's working really well for me. Yummy. Bells, what's the verdict? Do you think? Yeah, she likes it. He likes it. The teenager reluctantly likes it in the corner. William's happy. There you go. Will's happy. He says he loves it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Zara's still happy. It's a winner, guys. It's a winner.
First are you eating after, eh? First are you eating after, eh?
No!
No! Wrong one!
So we are finishing our meal with after 8s for dessert this evening.
No!
And my very naughty husband. What was naughty daddy doing?
Putting the wrappers back in! Please don't have an
Not
after.
acceptable behaviour, because then we end up with a big box full of just wrappers making people sad. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you've liked this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. My latest video is just across here. Another video you might enjoy from my channel is just down here. Everyone say bye-bye!